Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Says me and my dog Sammy. He decided he wanted to be in the intro. Hello, my name is Angie and this is my first ever video. I'm very excited. I've always wanted to start a channel and make videos about things I'm interested in, but I've never had the guts to. Never thought I could do it, but I was like, you know what? I'm just in the mood today to film something and to just talk about things I enjoy. So that's what this channel is gonna be, a little bit of like all the interests I have, and I have a lot of them. So I love gaming, especially on the Nintendo Switch, and I've kind of been collecting for that a little bit. I also collect manga, as you can see right by me right now, and I love fashion, and I love my dogs. I like getting my hair done. I mean, there's just gonna be a bunch of fun content surrounding my interests, and hopefully I won't get interrupted again. No, hopefully someone out there will relate, because I just, you know when you just have like these interests and you just kind of want to express how you feel about them and just put it out there somewhere, and that's how I feel, and that's what we're gonna do today. So what better way to start talking about my interests than talking about my Switch collection, because I've been really playing a lot of Switch lately, and I really just want to talk about the games I have and what I've been playing lately and everything like that. Well, I guess a good place to start is actually showing you my Nintendo Switch. This is my Nintendo Switch. So funny that I don't have matching Joy-Cons on it. I just like the red and the purple together better than what they're supposed to have as their pair. But yeah, I originally got the Nintendo Switch, like the normal Nintendo Switch, and I recently just upgraded to the OLED. So this is the OLED model, and I'm very glad I did that, because I'm usually playing in handheld mode, not really much in docked mode, just because it's convenient and I like playing like in bed and stuff. But yeah, this is my Switch, and I have some Sailor Moon thumb grips on it, which I really like. I like playing in handheld mode, so I always put my Switch in this grip. I'll show you. I ordered it off Amazon for my old Switch, and then I repurchased it to fit my new Switch, and I just love it so much. It's so comfortable in the hands. And my case, sorry, I'll get through this quickly because I know this is the boring part, but my actual case is this really cute Zelda Breath of the Wild case. I love it. I had a Mario case before, but then I saw this one in GameStop and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty, like the colors. I don't know why they didn't put Link on it. Like, why? So that's my case, and for when I actually have to travel with the dock and everything, I have this bigger case as well that I got off of Amazon, which I really like, because it truly has space for everything. So here I have my dock, my cords, and I also have my white Joy-Cons on the Joy-Con grip, as well as my Pro controller right here. And almost done with the boring stuff. I just kind of wanted to say a little backstory about like how I got into the system that I love so much now. And that is back in 2020, Black Friday is when I got my original Nintendo Switch, the regular model with the red and blue Joy-Cons. And I found it was really fun. I just had a couple games to begin with. For a long time I only had a couple of games, so I didn't really kind of get into it until a bit later, which I'll kind of explain as I go through my games and I tell you guys like when I bought it and everything like that. But yeah, it's more like recently, probably within the last, I want to say year and a bit, that I've been playing a lot more of the console. And because I was playing so much in handheld mode, I decided to upgrade to the OLED, and I actually gave my old Nintendo Switch to my sister and her husband. So without further ado, let's switch it up now, right? Let's switch it up and talk about my games, because I feel like that's the most entertaining part. So my collection isn't like enormous or anything. I think I have a little over 20 games, something like that. But yeah, I do like buying physical games. I think it's so fun to actually like get the physical game, have it in your hands, and it makes you feel like a kid again, like when you used to get like a new DS game for Christmas or something like that. Let's just get started. It's gonna be in alphabetical order for the most part, and I'll say a few comments about each game. There's a lot I haven't played yet. I tend to do this thing that I buy games faster than I play them. Oh, by the way, Benji's here. He finally wants to say hi. Say hi. So now you see into both dogs. Alright, I literally have been putting this off, so let's just get started. So what's my first game here is Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's actually my first ever Animal Crossing game I've ever played. I'm gonna try to stop playing with my hair because I think it's like a nervous thing because I'm like, never filmed something before, so I don't know if I'm doing a good job. Let me know. Yeah, so Animal Crossing New Horizons, I mean, this is, there's not much to say about this game that hasn't already been said except, I don't know, my opinion. I really like this game. I pop in every day or so, maybe every couple of days sometimes. I'm not as consistent. But you know what? This is actually the first game, with one other game I'll show you eventually, that I bought with my Switch. And not only is it the first game I ever bought with my Switch, it is the second time I buy it. Alright, I got it the first time with my Switch, and like I was saying, I wasn't really into the system. I was very casual to the point where I was like not really appreciating the games enough. And I didn't like it the first time around. I know. Oh my god, I feel like that's such a controversial opinion. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that they don't like this game, but I do now. Spoiler alert, I do now. The first time I got it, I just was like, what's the hype? Like, I couldn't understand why so many people were like obsessed with this game. And I was like, this feels very slow paced, like nothing's really happening. So I actually ended up selling it off. I know, but many people are gonna get mad at me for that. But then a few months ago, I was like, why haven't I repurchased it? Like, why, now that I'm like more into gaming? So I did, and I'm very glad I did because I've been having a great time with it. It's still like not my most played game. Like, I think I have about 40 hours in it, and I take it like very slowly, like a little bit at a time. Don't like go in and play for like 5 hours. But it's really fun, it's relaxing. It's just a nice break from some of the other more intense games I play, so I mean, it's a must-have in anybody's collection. Next, we have Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. I know, that's a little bit of a mouthful, but I've been wanting this game for a really long time. I actually played the demo back about a year ago, and I really liked it, but I didn't buy it for a while because I was like, at first I was like, well, I'm not gonna play it right now because I'm playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. And then I only bought it recently because it was actually pretty hard to find. I wasn't finding it at any local stores or anything anymore. So I found it on Facebook Marketplace and got it from someone secondhand, and I'm very glad I did. I'm definitely gonna give this one a try sometime soon, but I have other games that I'm playing before that, so it's not on my, you know, top priorities, but I'm definitely excited to play it because I've heard so many good things about it, and I really enjoy the demo. Alright, so next is Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is also a pretty recent purchase. You'll see that a lot of these are pretty recent purchases because I went a little crazy over the holidays, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this one's another one that so many people love, and I did play the first couple hours of this game to see how it was because I was a little bit intimidated by the idea of like a strategy-based, like turn-based system. And so far I liked it. I only got like a really small snippet, but I do like that it's balanced with those more you know, the monastery elements, because I don't only want to do battle, I also like making relationships with people and more lifestyle elements. So I'm very excited to actually dive into it more. Another very long game like Dragon Quest, but yeah, so happy to have this in my collection. The next game on our list is Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Now this game I have played all the way through. I didn't like 100% complete it or anything like that, but I did finish the main story and did a lot of those side quests. I think I put in like a good 40 hours into this game, which is quite a good amount for like a warrior style game. I feel like Eventually the gameplay does get a little bit repetitive with like just hacking at a bunch of enemies at once, and don't get me wrong, it's really fun, but it's not my favorite gameplay. But after playing Breath of the Wild, and if you're a Breath of the Wild fan, you kind of have to go in with this game and get more backstory and lore, and it was really just that. I really did enjoy when you were able to control the Divine Beast. That was super cool. So if you were a fan of Breath of the Wild, definitely give this one a try. Even if you're skeptical about the Warrior style game, I think you would enjoy it if you're a Breath of the Wild fan. I mean, if you're a Breath of the Wild fan, you've already probably played it, so it's like, I'm just kind of stating the obvious here, right? So yeah, happy to have this in my collection. All right, Benji, whip out the next game. No? You have nothing to say? All right, Benji's favorite game. Okay. Okay, that was a bad joke. Next game. Well, it kind of got spoiled now, right? Immortals Fenyx Rising. Another game that if you like Breath of the Wild, it's a good option to play. I didn't know about it for a long time, and I saw it in a video and I was like, why haven't I played this yet? So I recently just finished it like maybe a week or two ago at this point, and I really liked it. I got like 55 hours out of this game. I played a lot of it and I really enjoyed it. The story was good. The open world was beautiful. It was really cool that you can kind of personalize your own character. I love the Greek mythology aspect of it because I am Greek, so I found that really interesting naturally. And yeah, very cool, very fun. Lots of puzzles, I'll definitely say that. So yeah, this is a really fun game. I would say that a lot of people do compare it to Breath of the Wild, and it's similar in a lot of ways with the open world, the exploration, and the vibes. But it really does stand on its own. Like, it has so many differences, and obviously Breath of the Wild, you'll see, I'll talk about it more later, but that holds a very special place in my heart, and this did fill that gap a little bit, a temporary fix. So next I have a game called Lover Pretend. It's an otome game, like a visual novel romance where you kind of date each of the male protagonists and you play as the female protagonist, which I thought was super fun because, as you know, I love manga. So I thought this was gonna be like two of my passions combined, kind of like manga elements, like romance manga elements mixed with gaming, which I thought was super cool. I was also really attracted to this cover. I just thought it was really cute. Yeah, I think if I really enjoy kind of the format of this game, I'll probably look into some more otome games because I think they might just be right up my alley. Next is a pretty obvious one, and that's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I have this thing where I hate when people call it Mario Kart Deluxe 8. It's just a pet peeve for some reason. I'm like, no, it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And there's probably people thinking now, why do you call it Mario Kart? Isn't it Mario Kart? Yeah, we Canadians are weird. We pronounce it Mario. But yeah, obviously this is a must-have in any collection as well. Like, it's such a fun game and it's one of the best in the series. I mean, personally, I do have a soft spot for Mario Kart Wii. Okay, next is actually another recent addition to the collection, and that is Mario Party Superstars. I love this game. I've never personally played a Mario Party game before, so I didn't know what to expect, but I'm so glad I listened to the people out there that was saying that were saying that this was such a fun experience, because it truly was. It definitely tests friendships and relationships, but I had such a good time and I'm so excited to keep playing this with friends and family. Okay, next is a really fun one. It's the most recent game I've played and finished. I literally finished it a few days ago and it has climbed up to my top 3, and it might not be one that most people would put in their top 3, but as of now, as of January 20th, I think, 2023, this is my top 3 in my top 3, and that is Metroid Dread. Holy crap, did this game surprise me. I had no idea what to expect. I've never played a Metroid game. I have never played a Metroidvania type game in general, so I didn't know if I was gonna like it. But last year for Christmas, so Christmas 2021, my brother actually got this for me, like just like that. And he didn't even have me for Secret Santa, and he got me this, and I felt so bad because I put off playing this game for like a year because I was so scared because I heard that it was very hard. And then I found out that there was an easy mode put into it, and I don't normally play easy modes on games. I play the normal, but I just wanted to be safe and I put the easy mode on. Personally, I still found it challenging. I don't know if that means I'm just a bad gamer, but I had such a fun time with this. Especially the Emmy sections were so high intensity and high adrenaline, and you're just so tense, and I loved it. So the story was also really, really good. The mechanics and the controls were super, super smooth. And as you get more OP throughout the game, as you get more abilities, it's just such a fun time. And I really recommend this. I feel like more people should play it, and you shouldn't be turned off by it because you think it's hard or because of the genre, because I truly don't play these types of games and I loved it. So 10 out of 10, I have no complaints about that. Okay, we're getting through these slowly. The next one I have here is Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch, which is another game I've heard really good things about. Why did I just get a southern accent? Ni no Kuni, have not played this one yet, but I mean, it's Studio Ghibli. I love Studio Ghibli. Like, it's that art style. Might even be set in the same universe, I'm pretty sure. All I know that it has something to do with Studio Ghibli, and I'm looking forward to eventually playing this one as well. As you can see, I'm really pushing aside my JRPGs. I'm nervous. Now this game I just got for Christmas from my brother. He actually had me for Secret Santa this year, so and that was Persona 5 Royal. And I'm excited to get into this one too. Another JRPG, yay, add it to the list. I mean, I play Joker sometimes in Smash, so I mean, that's fun. Okay, now this one I actually have played pretty recently. I finished it at the end of 2022, and that is Pokemon Legends Arceus. Arceus, it's not Arceus. Pokemon Legends Arceus, it was my first ever Pokemon game. I know, isn't that crazy? Not the traditional one to kind of get started into the series, but I'm really glad this was my first entry point because it was such a fun time, and I have, spoiler alert, recently purchased some more Pokemon games that I'm excited to get into. I enjoyed this so much. I know it's not the traditional Pokemon recipe, but I actually liked that it was kind of set in the past before times of knowing a lot about Pokemon, which kind of was good for me because I don't know a lot about Pokemon and about the Pokemon franchise and series other than Pikachu. Now I know more, obviously. But yeah, I love this game, and I actually finished the main quest. I just haven't completed the Pokedex in it. Next up, I have Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, which I recently purchased and I'm excited to play. I got Eevee because from Legends Arceus, which I said was my first Pokemon game, I had an entirely Eeveelution team, and I had so much fun with all the Eeveelutions. My personal favorite is Vaporeon, and so I had to get Let's Go Eevee, but I do love Pikachu, so it still was a hard decision to make. But I'm glad I got Eevee. I haven't played this game yet, but I've heard really good things. So yeah, it's definitely on my radar for whenever I'm in a Pokemon type of mood, you know what I mean? And the last Pokemon game I have here is the most recent, Pokemon Violet. I had bought it when I was away in Florida because there was a buy two get one free. I got it with Ni no Kuni and one other game that you'll see. For used games, I mean, it was buy two get one free for used games. I will eventually play it, but I just played a Pokemon game, so I'm not having that Pokemon itch right now. Okay, so the next game I have here is Super Mario Odyssey. Mario, not Mario. I've had this game for quite some time now, and I'm gonna be totally truthful with everyone watching right now because we're gonna start this channel off on an honest truthful, straightforward, you know, to the point note. And I got this game a long time ago, probably about a year ago, and I hadn't played it because I was playing other things, I was doing other things, and I recently, like the other day, just whipped it up and I was like, okay, it's time to play this game. How am I calling myself like a Switch gamer if I haven't played this game, right? It's kind of like goes hand in hand, but I got thrown off by it because it has motion controls for so many of the controls, and if I'm playing in handheld mode, that's not very convenient for me. So I'm gonna hold off on this until like I actually get a proper TV set up for myself and can play more in dock mode, but I'm not gonna put it on the table and like play with my Joy-Cons because that's just no fun, right? Like you want to be sitting on the couch or on the bed. But from what I did play of it, it seemed really fun. Now we're getting to a really good game. I mean, it's not like a shocker or anything, but it is one of the games that if I can have 2 games on my Switch, it would be this one and another one. And that's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I mean, this game is probably what got me really into the Switch. My first 2 games that I was talking about before were Animal Crossing and Mario Kart. And yeah, those were fun for a while, but I mean, I wasn't really into Animal Crossing, and Mario Kart, there's only so much you can play with that by yourself. You know, you want to play with others, it's a lot more fun that way. And then my sister and my brother-in-law were like, you have to get Smash Bros. Like, it's such a fun game. And I was like, what even is that? I had never played a Smash Bros. Game in my life. My sister and my brother would play Melee back on the GameCube, but I was really young for that. I'm only 21 now, so I was much younger. Couldn't really understand. I just knew, like, you know, the hand, like in like the master hand or something that you had to beat in that game. Whenever my siblings would do that level, I would be terrified. I finally decided to get it, like, I mean, now it's been about 2 years. I think it was like my 3rd game on the Switch. This is what made me fall in love with the Switch. This is such a blast. It's fun to play single player. It's even more fun to play with your friends and family, especially when you start to get good. When you're bad at the beginning, it's tough because my brother-in-law is really good at this game. He always crushes all of us and we always get so mad at him. But now I could kind of give him a run for his money. So if you're watching, George, sorry, you're not as good as me now. Oh, you're probably wondering who my mains are. Okay, well, I play Pyra and Mythra mostly. And if I'm not playing Pyra and Mythra, I'm playing Peach or Link. Sometimes Young Link and sometimes Joker. And very rarely I'll play Pikachu. Okay, so now it's time for the one, the only, the Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. My absolute favorite game of all time on the planet across all alternate dimensions, okay? I love this game with a passion. Last year for Christmas, so Christmas 2022, I had been really wanting this game because it was when I was really starting to get more into the Switch. But I was waiting for Christmas because I knew that whoever my Secret Santa was probably would get me this game because I kept talking about it. So I got it for Christmas that year and I played it literally for like non-stop for 2 weeks. And I had such a good time with it. And yeah, it was a truly magical experience. Like, I can't even put it into words what this game makes you feel with the ambiance, the environment that you're just interacting with, the music, the characters, the lore that's scattered all throughout Hyrule, looking into the secrets, the little secrets hidden in every little crevice of the world. It's such a beautiful world, such a beautiful story. Obviously, I wish there could have been a bit more story, but I did appreciate how they emphasize the exploration and the just kind of idea that you create your own journey and your own story and your own adventure, and that is truly what I felt when I was playing this game. I got 180 hours out of this game and more probably, and Tears of the Kingdom, I just have such high hopes for. The trailer looks really, really good. I I'm so happy they're kind of using the same engine because I love this world, and I'm so excited to see how they're gonna add to it and enrich it and make it better and bigger. I can just talk about this game all day, so maybe I'll just do an entirely separate video on it and Tears of the Kingdom predictions and kind of what I want to see in the sequel. But I mean, we're so close. We're like less than 4 months away at this point. It's gonna pass so fast, and I'm so excited. So while I was obsessing with getting Breath of the Wild and waiting for Christmas to roll around, I did need to play another game, and that was The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. And this is such a cute game, such a fantastic story, and it's so different from any other Zelda games from what I've researched and what I've seen. I actually, as you can see here, I have The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess, the manga. I don't have the game for it at all, and I've never played the game for it, but it's kind of funny how this manga actually kind of piqued my interest in looking into the Legend of Zelda series on the Switch. I knew they didn't have Twilight Princess, but I saw this game and I was like, this seems really fun. It's adorable, the art style is amazing. The story, like I said, it's unlike any other Zelda game, but I love this game so much that I named my Animal Crossing island after the island in this game, and that is Koholint. So, I mean, as you can tell, I love this game, so big thumbs up for me. Okay, we're getting to the end here, so thank you for sticking around. I talk a lot, I have a lot to say about each game. The next one I have here, and the last Zelda game I have, is Skyward Sword and HD. I had never played the Wii one. Like I said, I hadn't really played Zelda games on previous consoles. We had Wind Waker on the GameCube, but like I said, I was really young and didn't understand how iconic the series was. I did play a couple hours of this game, and I have not yet finished it. I've actually watched an entire playthrough of this game on YouTube by Point Crow, and it was very entertaining, and the story was truly incredible. Like, it really sets off the entire series, so I'm really glad they made a game that had a bit more of like a linear trajectory so that there could be more emphasis on the story, which kind of, you know, it comes at a cost because there's not as much like fun exploration and stuff like that. But I'm excited to actually get into this game. Maybe I'll try to play it before Tears of the Kingdom comes out. That actually might be a good idea considering a lot of Tears of the Kingdom is set in the sky. We're at the very end here, okay? So the next games I'll show all together, and that is the Xenoblade Chronicles trilogy, I guess. It's not really a trilogy because they're kind of standalone titles with their own stories, but I think there's a lot of underlying themes and points that come up that are, you know, connect all the games. I've really heard good things about these games. I really wanted to try the definitive edition because I like playing things in order, and I found this one used at GameStop, so I thought I would pick it up. And then, like I said, I play Pyra and Mythra, so I was like, I have to play their game. I can't like play a character and like not experience the game if I, you know, can. Also did get this one secondhand on Facebook Marketplace, which was also really exciting to find so easily and for the low retail, because apparently this game's going for expensive recently and is harder to find, so I'm very, very lucky. And then Xenoblade 3, ooh, it's upside down. I did get this one with that buy two get one free deal. I've heard really, really good things. This is the newest title, obviously, but it came out pretty recently, and I'm very excited to eventually play these games. I have so many JRPGs to play, so wish me the best of luck. We're gonna end off on a good note here. This one's not in alphabetical order because I'm actually playing this game, and that is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Just started playing this game last night. I mean, look at him. He's so cute. It's Kirby. So that is my collection, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. So funny that you have been sitting on this the entire time. That's been my stand for my camera. And then down here, you have all my games. I am very excited to get into playing more of these games, and I love this system, like I said. Thank you so much for watching if you did. I've had so much fun talking about these games. And I really hope you had fun listening. Hopefully we can have some fun chats in the comments. If you like it, please subscribe, please like, please comment, do it all, I guess. All the things that YouTubers say, you know. Oh no, the southern accent is coming back. Okay, I'll stop now. Have a great rest of your day. And I'm excited to see you guys next time. So, bye!